scientists! Today we're going to be doing an experiment that I do at my work all the time. We're going to be growing some bacteria. To grow our bacteria, we have to make something called a growth medium, which helps them grow. Now we start out with 1 cup of water, and then we add 1 tablespoon of agar-agar powder to it. That's going to make a hard surface for our bacteria to grow on. Now we are adding a teaspoon of bouillon cube mix. You could also add 1 solid bouillon cube and 2 teaspoons of sugar. The bouillon cube and the sugar are going to provide the nutrients that the bacteria need to grow. Once we've mixed it all together, we're going to microwave it. And now we microwave it in small increments, like 30 seconds at a time, because agar-agar gets extremely hot and is very easy to boil over. You see all those bubbles there? It gets very hot. And so we just keep microwaving it every 30 seconds to try and get all of those nutrients and all of that agar powder dissolved. Once we get it all mixed in, I am going to pour it into these cups. Now, I should have mentioned this before, but you want to make sure your hands and all the things you're using are very clean before you start doing this experiment. You don't want any of the bacteria from your hands or your dishes to get into the experiment. Now, saran wrap is a food product, and so are these cups, and they are often sterile, meaning they don't have bacteria on them. And that's because we don't want bacteria in our food or drinks. And so the companies that make food and drinkware like cups and saran wrap make sure that they're sterile so that they aren't contaminating the food that we eat. So once I get all of these covered so that the bacteria in the air or my breath as I'm breathing aren't getting into my experiment, I'm going to let them cool down, and then that agar solution is going to get hard. And that's going to provide a hard surface for our bacteria to grow on. And now that they're all cooled down, you can see I am covering this tray with saran wrap as well, which should also make a nice sterile surface for my bacteria. And then I opened a brand new box of Q-tips so I know that they're clean, and I'm going to start swabbing different areas. I swabbed a Clorox wipe, which I would expect to be relatively sterile, and then I swabbed my microwave, which might look dirty, but what's in there is actually sterile because microwaves will kill bacteria. I continue going around my house and swabbing all different things like Simon's cage, a clean drinking cup. I'm going to swab a dirty drinking cup, and you can see I'm just lightly brushing the surface that I want to test with this clean Q-tip, and then I'm lightly brushing it onto the agar plate. That's going to pick up any bacteria that are on those surfaces, and it's going to transfer them to the Q-tip, and then I'm going to transfer it from the Q-tip back onto the agar plate. And then the bacteria will settle on that agar plate and they will start eating those nutrients. And while we can't see them right now, as they grow, we will be able to see them. You might notice that I'm also putting them upside down, which might seem strange, but I do that for 2 reasons. One reason is we don't want any of the bacteria in the air to get into our cups with the samples, but then we also don't want the liquid that can accumulate to make a big pool of liquid in the bottom where the bacteria are trying to grow. So we put them upside down so any liquid or humidity can drip down to the bottom and not contaminate our bacteria. I put them in my oven, and I put it on the bread-proof setting, which is at 100 degrees Fahrenheit, but you can just put them on a countertop in a warm place, and they will probably take about 2 days to grow. But check them every day and see what you find. You'll see that I had a lot of bacteria cells grow on my phone. Look at all of these different colonies, these little circles of bacteria that are growing. Each one of those colonies started from a single organism that I transferred onto this agar plate. And you can see that my doorknob and some other things that I swabbed had a lot of bacteria on them, and even some fungi that are growing a little bit strangely. So try this at home, see what you can grow, and until next time, keep discovering.